So welcome to my first Bible journaling process video. So the first thing I'm doing is using some acrylic matte gel medium to prep the page, using an old card to spread it out thinly, and then put that to one side whilst it dries. And I'm drawing out onto some grid paper the size of the margin, which is 2 inch by 6.5 inches. This is the verse that I'm going to be doing. Set your minds on things above, not on earthly things. Colossians 3:2. So I copied it out just roughly to start off with, and then here I'm kind of choosing which is going to be capitalized and which is going to be in the script font. And now I'm transferring it over onto the grid, spreading the words out a little bit more, so paying a bit more attention to the layout. And making it fit the whole of the margin. And then adding a little bit of decoration there. So now I come to look at the Bible, and actually the matte gel medium stuck to the back of the paper. It's okay, it peeled off quite easily. And I'm putting down some washi tape. I didn't quite get it straight, so I repositioned it. And here are some Caran Dache Neoart Aquarelle, which I found in a drawer just the other day. I was considering buying some gelatos based on all the reviews and people's tutorials about them, but I think these do pretty much the same thing. They're a water-soluble wax crayon. So I'm just drawing these lines, 4 colours in a very basic, easy to do pattern. Anyone can do this. Then I get a baby wipe to take away some of that pigment. Did take away a little bit more than I was expecting, but it does work out okay, and I quite like the faint kind of sea effect. So I peel away the washi tape just to give it a clean edge. So whilst that dried a bit more, I went back to consider some of the words, just move around the heights of the base and the top of the letters. I wasn't really liking the E on the earthly or the R. I'm not very good at doing a scripted R. I always think it looks a bit strange. So I was considering how I was maybe going to adapt those. Now I'm using a pencil to faintly write on the verse. I couldn't trace it through the page because there was already something on the back. So I got my fine liner and I'm doing the first cover of those words, so just going over where I'd already written in pencil. So it's a 0.2 fine liner, so it is quite thin for the first attempt. Added on the little laurel branches there. Then I've switched now to a 0.3 to thicken up the font to give it a little bit more of a foligraphy look. So on the block lettering, the capital letters, I only do the thickening down on the left side of the letters, whereas on the scripted lettering, to do the foligraphy, you thicken up all of the downstrokes. So if you think about how you've written the word, every time you go up you want a thin line, and every time you come down with your pen you want to thicken it up, and it gives it this really, I think, lovely look of the foligraphy. So I'm just going back in now with the fine liner, being really careful not to smudge it. That's the only problem with the matte gel medium. It does mean that it can smudge quite easily your fine liner if you don't let it dry properly. So there it is. So it took about 30 minutes maybe. I think it was around 30 minutes in total. So thank you for watching my first video. If you'd like to check out my blog, it's gingerbumblebee.blogspot.com.